today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC NFC Pro Bowl. And the NFC taking on Patrick Mahomes and the AFC.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, now Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. And his kick is indeed good. And the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down right around the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 31, Rodgers trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab, and the AFC has taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out is the AFC offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there on 3rd down for the AFC. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the AFC has broken this tie.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the grab. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it. I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling.
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Handoff comes to Cook, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The AFC thus far on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The AFC punt team out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers' throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Henry, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, Henry, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.